Thanks, Derek. Now, with 1 in 6 couples experiencing fertility problems, there's a growing demand when it comes to advice on conceiving, and with people leaving it later and later to settle down, many couples want to maximise their chances when they do decide the time is right for a baby.
We're joined now by consultant nutritionist Gay Godkin and Lloyds pharmacist Laura Dowling. Good morning to you. You're both very welcome. Gay, it's not that long ago that you were on with us, and funnily enough, we're in, is it World Fertility Month this month?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's obviously something that a lot of people are interested in, and one of the things that amazes us is that as we learn more about all of this sort of stuff, it actually seems that it's getting harder and harder for people to conceive. Now, is that because of the lifestyles we're leading, or is it because we're leaving it later and later, or what is it?
Well, it is multifactorial, but primarily the age issue is a big concern because people are in college longer. You know, they're doing PhDs, they come out, then they have to get married and start a family. So as you age, obviously, particularly for women, your eggs are the same age as you are. In terms of lifestyle, it's hugely impacted by overweight, smoking, drinking, all of the things that, you know, chronic illness is affected by. But there's a huge unknown area still in the whole area of fertility. And I think what's really coming to the fore is our understanding of this whole thing called epigenetics, in the sense that the environment is switching on and switching off certain genes in the body that may be hampering the conception process. And that all comes down to nutrition, believe it or not, is one of the biggest areas where you can help yourself to conceive a baby, to improve sperm health in particular, and to improve the environment within the womb itself and the eggs.
So if you are hoping to conceive, when should you start looking at your diet and changing your diet and being conscious of what you and your partner are, as you say, eating?
Well, 6 months. Ciara, being honest, I mean 6 months or 3 months. Certainly things like folic acid you need to be getting in there. It's not a good plan to conceive without having your folate in the body, because you can get into all sorts of issues. But certainly 6 months you'd want to be cleaning up your diet, losing the weight, you know, getting the nutrients in there. That's the big thing. And be careful as well. People are accessing a lot of information online, Dr. Google, and, you know, you'll be told anything. So it is very important that you're getting the right advice when it comes to the particular nutrients that you need to take.
Well, we have a survey here from Mummy Pages, which has found that 50% of couples who are trying to conceive are looking for information online. That as so many of them are facing problems and dealing with issues, only a small percentage will go to their pharmacist. Others, I suppose, will eventually go for their doctor, but the first place people are going is the internet.
Yeah, and it's good to go and look for information, but you're not necessarily going to get the right information by the experts that know. In Lloyds Pharmacy, we spend a huge amount of time training our staff, and they will know a lot about nutrition, about wellness, about fertility. So we're urging people to go into their pharmacies and ask to speak to their pharmacist, ask to speak to their nutritional coach, to get the information that they need, to learn about the products that are out there. There's a wonderful product out there called Proceive. It is Irish made. It's been made from 5 years of research. And it has all the vitamins and minerals that people
Lord,
need.
can you understand why? I mean, we all have our local pharmacist or chemist. Everybody has it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we might not have a local supermarket, but we'll have a local chemist because we'll all need one. So you have a relationship with that person. And we'll go in there, we'll ask them about colds and coughs and sniffles and, you know, potions for this and lotions for that and all the rest of it. Why do you think people are so reluctant to go to you about something like that? Because you know everything else about our ailments.
I know. Too much sometimes.
Well,
I think it's the whole stigma attached maybe with infertility, and also people don't maybe realise that there's always a private care room in every pharmacy that people can access with their pharmacist or nutritional coach and have a chat with them in private, so no one else is listening in your conversation. And I think it's just to get the word out there that it's important to go into your pharmacies and to speak and to get that advice.
well, would you think that with cost being such a factor, that, you know, OK, can I go to the pharmacist and maybe get on the right track, or will I go to my doctor and pay 50 quid for the same, basically for the same kind of information, initially at any rate?
Well, certainly to start off with, go into your pharmacy. We have lots of advice out there for you, and next port of call would be your doctor, obviously. But certainly to start off, if you're thinking about having a baby and you want that advice, come into your pharmacist. Really important.
So what should you be taking, Gay? If people are out there and they're thinking about this, I think most people know about folic acid. I think women will be kind of conscious maybe of iron, but outside of that, what should they take?
Well, I think, as Laura said, with Proceive, there's everything in there, so it's a kind of one stop, you know. You need to start taking it about at least 3 to 6 months beforehand. It's about preconceptual health, because what we know about that now is getting the right nutrients in there will affect the outcome. So it's all about preparing the body in advance.
Can we get these from our diets?
Well, look, if you look at any of the research around the Irish diet is not good. You know, we were supposed to be eating 5 a day, which has now gone up to 9 a day when it comes to fruit and vegetables. The average Irish person eats 2 to 3 fruit and vegetables per day, where you get so much of your nutrients. You just have to look around you at our diet. We're eating a lot of what we call anti-nutrients, which are, you know, taking away all of the good nutrients out of the body. So supplementing is an easy thing to do. You know, you take a couple of supplements per day and you don't need to go out. I would see a lot of people come to see me and they would have bags and bags of supplements. They've seen it on the internet or they've read something, and that's not the route to go down either. So with the Proceive, you're getting in all of the nutrients. As Laura said, there's 5 years research behind it.
But I mean,
it's
tailored
for women and tailored for men. That's the important thing as well.
It's almost impossible, Gay, for anybody in Ireland to get enough vitamin D naturally into their diet. I mean,
it's impossible, yeah. About 83% of us are D deficient. So the World Health Organization says 20 minutes arm and leg exposure per day. But there's times in the winter you wouldn't put your toe out there, you know. So, yes, we are very badly D deficient.
The other thing, by the way, Laura, I just want to mention this as well, is because when we talk about these subjects, it's like the women have to do the heavy lifting.
I know, yeah.
And you kind of go, hang on a second, like there's 2 people in this, and you know what? Okay, if it doesn't matter how healthy, you know, your plumbing is, right? But if the male counterpart isn't keeping up his end of it, then I speak as a man who kind of go, oh, yeah, well, sure, I'm grand, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But are you? Do you know that? Are you doing the right things?
No, you absolutely don't know that, and especially if you know, you need to eat healthily. You really do. You need to live a healthy lifestyle.
Cut down cigarettes, drink, etc.,
absolutely,
etc.
Yeah. You can't be expecting to go out on the tear, you know, every weekend and be able to necessarily have a good fertility. So it's really important that the men look after themselves as well, and the Proceive product does have a men's version.
And the same, 6 months in advance, when a woman is starting to think about it, a man should be thinking about it too.
Absolutely, yeah, why not?
Sperm is produced every 74 days, so you need a minimum of a 90-day protocol for a male.
But the quality of the sperm is vital, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And we're seeing now, I mean, that's a huge issue. That is an emerging. It's about 35% of all fertility issues are male, which is unbelievable in many ways.
Okay,
you know?
well, listen, it is World Fertility Month, and obviously if you're in that space and that's what you're thinking about, go and talk to your local pharmacist and see what's there. Don't be relying on Dr. Google.
Absolutely.
Go and talk to a human being.
Exactly.
Thank you very much for joining us now. Coming up after the break, we've got all the latest from Soapland, including all the drama from both Corrie and the Dale. See you in a few.